So my grandparents were actually involved with Special Touch at its foundation. So their very first getaway they had, they were there as caregivers. They raised and fostered and took care of special needs people their entire life until they passed. And so I got to know Special Touch through them. So I first was involved as what is called a caregiver in training, which is called CIT. It's an amazing program to mentor and disciple young people. So I got to come serve alongside of a caregiver and just was exposed that week to a brand new side of ministry I'd never seen. And it really changed me, helped make and shape who I was becoming as a leader. So I served first as a caregiver in training. I served later as a caregiver when I was old enough. I've led worship, I've worked on the tech team, I've worked in their media department, I've been one of their speakers, so I've got to do a variety of things. My wife and I actually as well served as directors of one of their camps. We helped pioneer a camp, and so my wife was a part of the ministry as well. I met her, she was serving as a nurse for Special Touch. So the heartbeat of the ministry to me is really providing the gospel to probably people that our society have overlooked, people that feel like they maybe don't belong. And so it's reaching that group of people who desperately need to be reached, desperately need to see the love of Jesus in action. So that is really the heartbeat of the ministry, is providing an atmosphere where they can encounter God, encounter God's love. That is the heartbeat of the ministry. And along with that as well, it's helping the church see the need to reach almost what is an unreached people group that's in our backyard. They're literally in our neighborhoods, they're in our communities, and they are right there for us. It's an unreached missions field is what we would say that's right there. So a part of the ministry as well is helping the church say, here is a group of people that we have overlooked that are right in our backyard. And so there's probably not a family around that has not been touched in some way with some form of disability. And so we as a church, we need to be reaching those people, reaching those families, and ministering to them right where they're at. And so to me, that is really the heartbeat of the ministry. The best way that I've seen this ministry spread the gospel was in the first getaway my wife and I ever conducted. We had a young person who came that was physically disabled and mentally disabled. But that week, he had such an encounter with God. He later communicated to his mom, who came as his caregiver, that he gave his life to Christ. It meant something to him. He gave his heart to Christ. When he went back home that fall, his mother later wrote to us and said that he had, everybody in his school knew that there was a difference in his life. He had impacted a teacher who was a Muslim. He impacted a teacher who is a Jewish person. They all saw this change in this young man and knew that he had an encounter with Christ that summer at Getaway. So it not only changed him, but it forever changed everywhere that he went. So it was an incredible, incredible experience for him. So there's multiple ways people can get involved. The easiest is volunteering at a summer getaway. So coming, serving as a caregiver, or working in the technical side of things. That is an easy way to come, experience Getaway, see the heartbeat of the ministry. You also can get involved in local chapters, which are from state to state, where the ministry happens throughout the year, where you can be involved in. So there's multiple ways that you can reach out, but I encourage everyone to check it out and see what it's about, and perhaps this be an area of ministry that the Lord could use you in. It takes a lot of resources to provide ministry like this, so giving gifts to help provide ways for students to come to a getaway who maybe might not have funds. So scholarships and funds like that are so important, and really provide a way for people to come encounter God in a way they've never experienced Him before. So those funds are so vital. There's also missionaries who, this is what they do with their life, is on a full-time basis, they're traveling the globe sharing disability ministry. And so they need support as well. So financial support in that area is incredible. Well, the reason that I am still involved almost 20 years later in Special Touch is because of what God had done in my life. And as He radically changed me, transformed me, showed me the path that He had for me. And so when I got exposed to Special Touch and saw just a level of love and care and really how to be a servant leader, how to be the type of leaders that Jesus wanted us to be, that kept me connected. And the reason that I do what I do is because I know that everything that I have, every breath that I take, every gift or ability I have, it's God's gift, and it's my reasonable service, as Paul would say, to offer it back to God as a living sacrifice. And so that's what I do The staff and people involved in the ministry of Special Touch, their hearts are gold, because their hearts are turned to a group of people who are overlooked. So their hearts are to serve and to love and to reach out just as Christ did. So the staff is an incredible group of leaders who are really giving their life to make a difference in God's kingdom, and they are making a difference. And so just an incredible group of people.
Hi, I'm Pastor Chuck Reish. I'm the executive producer at Horizon Media Studios. It's a 501c3 media ministry, and what we're doing is helping other ministries tell their story. Homeless shelters and children's homes, Bible colleges, seminaries, mission sending agencies. With your help, we can continue to help tell their story, to inspire the world, to shine their light, and let God get the glory for the work that's being done in advancing the kingdom of Jesus Christ. Thanks again for praying for us.